Hey everybody, welcome to Gypsy Jazz Bootcamp. It's my Premiere Guitar. Let's get started. Let's hit the B section. Here I wrote on this version of it, I wrote these little triads. But, you know, it's just an A7 chord. Again, this term is called side slipping. You could side slip a half step below, as in this case, or half step above. But in this case, it's below. And then here it is. That's again as written here with this arrangement. If you watch the Stockwell Rosenberg video excerpt, he's doing something pretty similar to that too. 1, 2, and 3, 4. The timing, it's all about the timing here. Let's see, I could even do this. Let's slow this guy down too. This song doesn't need to be fast. It's kind of like a stomp. It's kind of bluesy. And let's see, where are we at here? Oh yeah, okay. You have to remember, this doesn't really swing. You have to add the swing. Here's some chords. Let's hit the B section's coming up. We'll hit it together as written with the melody. Ready? Here we go. So, like on that, all I did was add one finger on that flat 9. That made it a diminished, like this. Then slide. So it's like just holding the shape for the whole 4 bars. And then slide it up to the B. And these are just triads here. And then you're going to go half step above to create the flat 9, the diminished triad. And then I went like this. And then that's where you can insert some sort of diminished 7 run or harmonic minor scale on the B minor 7 flat 5 to the E7, because that's a 2-5 going back to A minor. I'm going too faster. Let me know if there's any questions in the comments. So basically, let me talk about the chords for the B section. We're in the key of A minor, but the B section now goes to A7. I say this quite often. When the 1 chord turns to dominant, it pulls you to the 4. So the 1 chord turns to dominant. We're in the key of A minor, but now it's A7. So it's kind of going to the 4 chord. Don't worry about all this stuff. You don't need to do that when you're actually playing beyond just the head. I mean, it's nice to do that, you know, in the melody, but you don't need to do that during the solos. Or maybe if everyone else is doing it, then I'm joining along with them. Otherwise, I would just A7, 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 D minor, B7, D7, and then turn it to half dim. I'm just doing 3-note shapes, by the way, but it'd be B half dim to the E7. Add some color, flat 9, sharp 9, purple haze. You know, whatever, flat 9, sharp 5. Whatever, add some cool chords, E7, sharp 5. Tritone sub, B flat. Back to A minor. You know, get dissonant or and that's just the harmonic minor scale. It's my go-to scale on a 2-5, 2, 5, and then A minor, and then hammer on the last A section. Again, you'll have the sound slice to practice. So for that B7, just get used to doing this. That diminished E flavor. That's a flat 9. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 4, 1, and then your favorite lick or arpeggio. And again, that's where I would just say throw in some filler when you watch Rosenberg play or whoever. That's where they throw in some fancy stuff. In this case, I just went like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Purple Haze. And then my little etude here, simple solo. I wanted something that was not just too etude-ish, but also feels like a solo. So, again, rhythm, phrasing. Trying to have some finesse on that phrase. You've probably seen this in, I call it the chromatic cliche, Stairway to Heaven, but in a melody. And you can hold that, make it long, whatever, play around with it. Anyways, it follows this chord, this. Okay, not everybody does that. Borelli does that though when he's comping, even though it's just A minor. He's going. Okay, so examine that when you listen to the Borelli recording of it. Hopefully you all got that. Then this little slur, it's really sweet. That's a Tracyism there for sure. 1, 2, right where it's highlighted there. This is on the and of 1, and it's a 16th note slur onto 2. So it's 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm doing an upstroke pick. 1, 1. So it's really a quick little hammer and pull. And I'm sliding to the 4th fret, all with a la Django, these 2 fingers. 1. And I call that just a decoration enclosure around the E note in this case. 1. Except I'm going just like the melody. 1. And then I snuck in a triplet, da 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 da, and that's just the minor 6 arpeggio. And then, as you can see, I'm just pulsing here, bum bum bum. And then you know what rhythm I'm gonna do, right? Bum bum bum. That's your, what song is that? We all know this, right? Gotta have some of these motifs. Bum 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 bum. So listen to it in context. And of course that ending lick, that Django ending lick for minor swing. 1. 1, 2. And I think Borelli does that as an interlude on his recording. It's kind of a weird thing that they throw in toward the end of the song. So that's where I stole that from. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-bum. It's like a big band shout chorus type of idea. 1. And again, that was just all this minor 6 shape. say a la Django. So far, this solo is pretty playable. Just take it nice and slow. So far from that A section right here, and there's a little pickup note. Ba-da, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, bum. Da da ba dee ba do ba da 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 dum ba da 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 dum bum bum ba ba dum. One da 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 dum da dum bum ba bum bum 4 1 da 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 da. And I'm going all downstrokes. I'm kind of playing it straight instead of swinging those too hard, but I'm definitely putting some dynamic into it to make it jump out at you. Sound Slice, I hope all of you have been using Sound Slice. I practice with Sound Slice. It's great. It's such a great practice tool. I put all of my stuff, I put songs that I don't share otherwise, just things that I work on personally. I try to share everything that I work on, but not everybody cares about some songs that I have to learn for weddings and stuff. And of course, that's all on my Patreon page. That's not too bad. At this tempo, that's swung. Second ending, 1. And the B section. Last day before the solo. Ready for the solo. 1. I messed up. 1, 2, and 4, 1. I messed that up. 4, 1. 2, 3. 2, 3. Diminished. Classic Gypsy Jazz. The Borelli lick. Triplets. And of course that diminished arpeggio. You can slide it around every 3 frets. So I'm that's on the E7. Okay, I'm not doing that. It sounds more like a classical run there. But it's a little bit more swinging. 1, 2, 3. Okay, by playing with the rhythm. And then what do I do here for that B section? It goes to A7. I'm pulling out the classic Gypsy Jazz licks. So that was here's A7. We have a decoration around the root. And then right up the arpeggio, off the 3, the dim 7. With some sequencing. Just a little bit more, again, in that high-tech style. And then to a D minor arpeggio with that major 7 to kind of lean on. So you don't have to hang on it. I like that note. Yeah, if it's too much of a rub for you, just do this. But I like that. Again, that I always quote that because Django uses it on Swing 48. That minor major 7. So here, a B section, 3, 4. And they're triplets, triads, very, very Django. Django uses quite a bit. And I'm doing some sweep picking. I'll demonstrate that in a second here. This phrase here, classic Gypsy Jazz lick here, harmonic minor scale. Who knows which harmonic minor scale this lick is based off of? E minor, E minor, E harmonic minor. Why? Why? It's on a B7 chord. Because B is the 5 of E. So, you know, that you're creating that tension on the 5 chord, on the dominant chord. Does it go to E minor? No. It goes to E7 though. So it still goes to E and you're creating that tension. Just like this actually is kind of from the D harmonic minor. Same idea. Just a different, I didn't want to do the same lick twice. You don't want to overuse your licks, right? So let me put a slur on a couple of these things here. There. And any other slurs? Yep, right here. The slurs are very, very nice. The slurs to get the hammer on and the pull off. It's a nice sound, so definitely try to get those slurs in. And it's a great way, as you can see, on both of these licks, even though they're different, it's a great way to start off your phrase. This one is. They both start on the root. That's the similarity. But you can mix and match later on your solo. You can do the A7 and start on the B and take the B7 lick and do this. You know. Then on the B7, you might do the lick I wrote on the A7. You know, you can mix and match. Have a vocabulary of licks. Let's talk about what is happening here on this B half dim to the E7. I'm actually treating it like a F7 to an E7, tritone sub. And I just, the arpeggio that I'm playing here is an F major triad to an E major triad. So you think tritone, wrong key there, tritone. So F major. But let me show you the right hand of this. So that's the first part, FAC. And I'm sweeping down, and then an upstroke. You want to get used to that. I'm actually going to just turn off the screen share for this part, like this. So I'm going. Notice I'm just kind of planting my fingers here, like this, root third. And then upstroke. So just let the pick drag down. And that's the term sweep. Sweep the strings. Just have 2 consecutive strokes. And then get that up. And then do it here. FAC. So when you piece it together, and then I'm just barring across to get that final note. And then move it down to E. So F, down, down, up, and then down, down, up, down, E. And that was on the B half down. So that's a little cool technique lick there. Let's go back and finish this etude out here. And then I think I heard Borelli do this. Again, I wasn't trying to copy anybody's solo note for note, but I'll probably listen to the other ones a little bit more carefully. Little rhythmic phrases, something like, I was going to do that Mozart, da 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 da, but I didn't want to do that. So, but you've all heard the G minor number 40 symphony, da 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 da. It has that flat 6/5 motif. But in this case, this is a little bit more swinging. Da 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 da. And that's sometimes all it takes, just a little simple motif, because we all know that's just lower neighbor tone on the A minor. So you could do these ideas on any of those notes theoretically, but the 5th degree in this case, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and you can add chords. And there I just did A minor 6. You could do thirds. Very, very nice, very sweet. And then this lick, but it also helps, again, unify it. It's not like you always need new materials. This will make your solos sound a little bit more compositional, which we all want that quality to it, our solos. Not just a bunch of licks, but somehow cohesive. And you know, this is one way to do it. Play similar ideas, but move it around. And then now here comes this fun triplet lick, open strings with triplets. Da 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 da. Chromatic. And then a blues lick. Da 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 da. Done it. So just get your right hand doing this. Triple lick, triple lick, triple lick. And I'm just to tell you, I'm going all down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm not going down, up, down, down, up, down. I'm just going down, up, down, up. Da 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 da. That's where you got to start first. Is just get the right hand for these triplets, and then you add in these notes. It's just chromatic till this final E, and then a little blues phrase ended. Da 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 dum. Can't sing that. Da 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 dum. And then you're back to your melody, or to someone else's solo, or your next, which I encourage you to write out your own etude, your own solo. It'll make you think about things, trust me. You might say, ooh, I want to just get bluesy from there, you know. I kind of pass it on to you as a blues lick. So the next player might go. And then add in some Gypsy Jazz style phrases, minor 6 arpeggios, dim runs. Anyways, that triplet lick again, that... And there I wasn't doing the triplet accent. I was just breaking down. Woo, and there you have it.